Ooh, shit. This build kinda busted. Oh my god. 100k damage? No? What makes this build so great for early game is that it focuses on percentage-based damage in the form of damage over time, which I'll be referring to as DOT. This DOT build focuses on bleed. Now, this build is available to everyone, meaning that nothing is locked behind a certain physical build, like fat, lean, muscle. You can use this no matter what, and there's no climb requirements on this. Now, the style and stance that we're going to be using is street fighting, specifically the stance called Racer's Showman. We're going to be using the stance skill called Racer's Edge, which is pretty busted after its most recent buffs because it's a movement skill and a combo extender, which makes it really good for closing the distance in PvP or cheesing bosses. And the best benefit of Racer's Edge is that it deals bleed for 1.5 seconds if you land it on target. And the other skill that we're going to be using from street fighting is called Discombobulated. So Discombobulated is a short range, low damage, guard breaking combo extender. Now the skill by itself ain't that special, but like when you pair it up with the rare card Eardrum Burster, Discombobulated can now inflict bleed on him, which makes it great. Now for street fighting, I recommend another card you use is Experienced Fighter, which decreases the cooldowns of Razor Edge and Discombobulate. This allows you to apply bleed more consistently throughout the fight. Now the third skill that we're going to be using is Jawbreaker. We're going to be taking it from kickboxing. Jawbreaker is a 2-hit combo extender hit. The first hit where you kick the ground can hit opponents who are grounded if Kevin fixed it, but for now it's only ragdolled. And you want to pair Jawbreaker with a card called Nosebreaker. It's a rare card which allows it to also deal bleed damage. However, the only part that makes it do bleed damage is the second hit, so you have to land the second hit in order to do it. So now for the fourth skill and the technically final build is Dragon Tail Sweep from Kung Fu. Now you're going to be pairing it up with the mythical card Iron Tail. Is that if you hit a person that's heavier than you, they're instead slowed for 25% and take 1.5 true damage. This makes Dragon Tail Sweep especially useful against heavier opponents, and its cooldown is really small too. Now your fifth skill can be literally whatever you want, as long as it's not extender or movement skill, since you already reached both the elements. I recommend using a grab. Now for your play traits, you're gonna have a lot of freedom on what you're choosing. However, the must-haves of this build is Primal. Your fourth M1 deals 2.5% DOT bleed damage. It's a pretty slow DOT tick, as I think it takes 5 seconds for it to fully proc out. And the other one you're going to want to be running is Underestimated. When you're below 50% health, you gain 50% cooldown reduction and 10% more damage. These player traits fit well with the build because Primal gives you another source of DOT, while Underestimated rewards you for staying in the fight even when your health lows. Now, the main idea behind this build is that the build is meant to apply bleed on the opponent. So the opponent will always be bleeding, and since this bleed is percentage-based damage, no matter if your M1s are articulating them, you're always going to be doing damage to them no matter what. So you don't even have a bunch of strength. As long as you're able to hit them and apply a bleed on them, you're going to be able to eventually kill them. If they can bleed, you could die, whatever the saying goes. Now your bleeds, most of your bleeds probably going to be coming from Primal when you land your fourth M1, but you still have Razor's Edge, Discombobulate, and Jawbreaker. So three skills that can apply bleed, and Dragon Tail Sweep. If they're heavier than you, it can do that 1.5% true damage, which is really good. And this combination makes it really strong early game, where percentage damage can be like really fucking valuable. And I'm going to show you in this moving on against Chariot the Terror. So the first skill you're gonna want to get for this build is Dragon Tail Sweep. You can learn it from Kung Fu. It requires at least 80% mastery. Talk to him. It's the 4th class skill. The skill that ragdolls and with the card, I'll tell you later. There's a lot of good number chance bosses and people. After that, you're going to want to go street fighting. You're not only going to be unlocking just street fighting yourself, you're going to be unlocking the stance racer showman. I'll tell you about it. But to first unlock street fighting, you're going to require at least 100% basic combat mastery. So get that first and then talk to him. Get your mastery up. Then after that, we're going to go to Dojo Stop. Go to the police station. Make your way to Brian Furry, the kickboxing trainer. You're going to want to get the skill Jawbreaker. There's a card that makes it really good. Talk to him. It requires at least 80% mastery again. So, yeah, get that, and then you're pretty much good.